Hi again, it's Shaz from Mama Milk. Today's topic is the very common recommendation of triple feeding, which is breastfeed your baby, then pump, and then bottle feed. Of course, that gets milk into baby, but that doesn't solve the problem that the baby needed topping up. And in addition to that, now this baby had a problem transferring milk from the breast. That's why we needed to top up. Now we give the baby a bottle, which is easy flow, and they use their muscles. The muscles they use in their mouth is very different than for bottle feeding than for breastfeeding. And then this baby is going to get worse and worse at the breast. They expect that there's going to be an easy flow after. I'll have a video after this of supplementing at the breast. That's the real way of supplementing if a baby needs to be topped up. Thank you. Let's try the supplementing at the breast. And then if you're doing supplementing at the breast, obviously you don't need to do the compression.
Is that good? That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Good girl.
So this one in your case is a bottle of formula. You put the end of this tube here. Through the tube, she's getting some extra milk. Encourages her to get going. And by getting this, when she's getting a bottle of milk, she can't get any drop of your milk. If she's getting a bottle of formula, it's only a bottle of formula. Whereas now she's getting this bottle of formula at the breast, which if it's not hurting you, it's not hurting you. Okay. And she's doing these big jaw movements, she's gonna be getting some of your milk at the same time as getting this formula. The importance of that is that, well, your milk is more gentle on her tummy, but sending signals to the brain that there is a hungry baby. Basically, your brain is not seeing this. Your brain is seeing that she's actively suckling at the breast,
right,
transferring some milk, because this is like a training wheel. The actual movement of the bike is the big, the real, what do you call it, the actual wheels. The training wheels are just helping to support. This is just enough to keep the flow easy enough for her that she will look forward to, continue.
What I notice with the supplementing is that I can feel the coldness of the milk when I'm getting it, like when she's getting it. So I can feel the difference in temperature, whereas when she's not getting it and we're finicking around, there's like it doesn't feel like anything.
Interesting. So that's your feedback.
Yeah.
I go by the fact that then she starts comfortably, actively, but that's a good point, right? So the temperature is different than your own milk, right?
Yeah, so that's my cue.
And for babies who are not, maybe we have a weak baby, maybe we have a child with Down syndrome, low tone muscles and all that, we can hold this above her level so that gravity can help. Like even the higher it is, the faster it flows. Okay. If not, which in her case, I don't recommend it to be up, maybe at her own level or even lower, which you can even hold it with your legs, or if you have a table here, you can put it on the table, and then it's not free flowing. So when she stops sucking, she stops getting milk. All these paste bottle feeding, we don't need to do that. She's setting the pace. Right. If she doesn't suck, if she's not active, you'll see the milk will come down the tube when the level of this is below her level of mouth. And she's associating the positive, getting milk from the breast.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, you see this here?
Yeah, so now it's retracting. Oh, there she goes again.
So she was happier when it was a little bit higher. It's just like, oh, this is better.
Trying to make your life easy?
Yeah, and that's okay. We have to go by her. She's doing way better than before, right? She wasn't transferring milk from the breast before. Now she is. This is just, again.
That's okay.
You're safe, my love.
You're okay.
Oh.
Good girl. Good girl.
I had a mom who put the bottle in her in a sock and clipped the sock to her, and she made her own basically nursing system. Right? There are commercially available ones that go around your neck or clip to your clothes, and do that. I personally, in my experience, I prefer to have it lower than their level so that they don't get used to
very easy flow. And then if
Right.
they need, like she's like at that point, she's like
That's
happier when
okay.
we're holding it higher, right? So we go by her, not by what I'm saying. Do this or that.
Right.
She's the one who determines, you know, how much flow I. So the thing with the feeding tubes, the downside of it is that they have two holes because these are not made specifically for this purpose. They're NG tubes. They're supposed to go into through the nose of the baby into their stomach. They use it in the NICU for premature babies or sick babies. We're not using it as the, you know, how it was intended to.
Right.
This is a 5 French feeding tube. And some people say, so the downside of it, the hard part of it is that because it has 2 holes on the tip, it might not, like you have to be careful that both holes are in her mouth. Otherwise, there's no seal, right?
Right.
So some people recommend cutting the top so that then you won't have to worry and there's only 1 hole then.
Right.
Whereas if you cut it right now, the tip of it is very, it's round, so it's soft, gentle in her mouth.
Yeah, so if
her
you cut it,
cheek.
it might be sharp, right?
It will be sharp. And then you do it a couple of times and the baby just is, it's like, no, I don't want this anymore.
Right.
And again, she's stimulating your supply. She's associating the breast with getting milk, not a silicone bottle with
the
food.
nipple, too.
Yeah, exactly. And no nipple confusion for sure. And as far as she's concerned, she is breastfeeding. As far as your brain for milk production is concerned, there's a baby actively suckling. So this is a win-win on both your side, milk production, and her side, breastfeeding. Babies master breastfeeding by breastfeeding. There's
Right.
no way a baby can master breastfeeding by bottle feeding.
Exactly.
Right? And then how you'd know that she's had enough, like we don't need to supplement. You'll see, like next time you start without it, like just like you did today, and she did those active sucklings for about 3 minutes,
Right.
big gulps. Next time you see that, and then at the, you know, when she did those active sucklings for 2-3 minutes, and then she started fussing and wasn't happy, you put this in, she was happy. Next time you might see those active sucklings going 5 minutes
Right.
before she gets fussy and protests that there's not enough flow, right?
Right.
And so then gradually you see, oh, she had the whole feed and she didn't fuss and she was done. And then that's when you know that you don't need to supplement at the breast,
Okay.
right?
See, she's starting to get sleepy now.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's pauses. And what I love about this is that it also gives you a visual of what it looks like when a baby is actively eating at the breast.